back to my channel. This is Sara Graceson, where grace begins with you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I got a really good one for you. Today I have some fragrances here to me that are head turning fragrances. Fragrances that, you know, are some will be smoky and tobacco-y and very boss forward fragrances. Others will be very floral, very a bit sweet, ladylike, gorgeous fragrances, but they're all head turning fragrances. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please stay and stick around. But before we get started, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and definitely don't forget to turn on your notifications so you'll be notified when I upload more great content. So without further ado, let's get into these fragrances, these head turning fragrances. So the first one I have for you beauties is one that comes from a niche house that I am so great niche house, and I just love them. So let's get into it. The first one that I have is by Perfumes de Marly. And if you know I love notes, so let's get into the notes. The top notes are orange blossom, middle notes are iris, and the base notes are white musk and amber. This one is powdery. This one is iris, it's musky, it's white, has that white floral, it's amber, it's violet, it's a little tad bit animalic, but in a good way. It's earthy, citrus, and a tad bit sweet. This one is definitely a head turner. The performance on this fragrance is so outstanding. Mostly all of the fragrances that's in that Delina collection does well with the performance and sillage. But this one is really mature. It's a head-turning mature fragrance. If you love that iris, if you love something powdery, a bit musky, you're gonna love Athalia. Athalia is just next level, very mature, head-turning type of fragrance. I see this one at night, something cool, a breezy night, but something, a little bit cool in the mist, and something, having on something maybe nice and, a little upscale. This is what I see for Athalia. A very beautiful bottle. The whole collection is a beautiful bottle, but this one is Athalia by Perfumes de Marly. One thing I want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen as well, with Perfumes de Marly, there is a lot of fakes out there. So I want to give you a couple things to look for to make sure you don't receive, because they're really good fakes. The bottles look exactly like the original, the authentic Perfumes de Marly bottles, the tassel, even to the Swarovski crystal on top, like you have here. Please pay close attention to the details, like this tassel. The tassel will be a good giveaway. If it's not an original or authentic Perfumes de Marly, the tassel will be very thin, or it will not look like this tassel here. Be very wary. The crystal up top won't look like a Swarovski crystal either. But pay very close attention to the details. That's where you'll find the fake Perfumes de Marly, and please don't think that they don't come on these third party. They have those, you know, not authentic, fake dupes. So just be careful when you purchase these type of niche fragrances. Don't think because you're getting a great deal that those fragrances are authentic, because they are not. Any kind of hesitation or you have some type of doubt, go to the Perfumes de Marly website and buy the fragrance, or go to somewhere like Saks or Neiman Marcus or something like that, Nordstrom, because you know that you can always return it, get your money back, and 10 times out of 10 what they're selling you, which is not a fake. Just a little point there, because I've been running across certain things and I just feel like that's something that everyone should be aware of. So this one is Althalia by Perfumes de Marly. The next one I have that's a head turner for me. I've had it in my collection for a long time and I just love the bottle. And you know I always talk about this house portrayal woman. Now we'll get into the notes. The top notes are jasmine, the middle notes are tobacco, vanilla, and the base notes are alimi. It's white floral, it's tobacco, it's vanilla, aromatic, sweet, balsamic, it's comfort, and it is a floral. This one is smoky. It's like a smoky tobacco. It's like a oh, it's so nice, but it becomes very beautiful in the dry down. Like it's nice in the opening and the top and the middle, but it develops into that head turning fragrance in the bottom of in the dry down. Outstanding. This is another great performer. You know, Amouage likes to do it different. This one is a great head turning. You're looking for something smoky. You're looking for something a little tobacco. You know, has that tobacco and in the fragrance. Bold. This is that fragrance. And you don't need a whole bunch of this fragrance. Maybe 3 sprays, you're good for 12 hours. This one is what quality should be. And this one is Amouage Portrayal Woman by Amouage. Beautiful bottle. The juice is that pink color too. It's not just that iridescent bottle. It's pink in there like that. The next one that I have for you beauties is definitely one that I'm quite sure everyone is very familiar with. And it wouldn't be a video if I left this one out, because we all know it will definitely turn Baccarat Rouge 540 by Mason Francis Kirk de Jean. The notes: top notes saffron, jasmine, middle notes amberwood, ambergris, base notes fir resin, cedar, woody, amber, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, aromatic, a little metallic, like that candy cotton kind of. We all know what 540 is by now. We all know that, for the ones that do love it, it will turn heads. People are very familiar with this fragrance, and I don't care if it's 2035. I'm gonna have Baccarat 540 in my collection. Now, I like the straight a little more than this one, but when I wear either or, both of them are head turning fragrances. So I definitely couldn't have let this fragrance out of this video. This one is Baccarat Rouge 540, Mason Francis Kirk de Jean. The next fragrance that I have for you beauties is one that I picked up recently, but I know it is a head turning fragrance. Just let me get one spray before I put it on display, guys. Rosendo Matu number 4. This label is very reflective. Now, let's get into the notes for this fragrance. Top notes, Calabrian, bergamot, orange, blossom. Middle notes, saffron, nutmeg, cinnamon, jasmine, iris. Base notes, agarwood, gaiac wood, vanilla, labdanum, vetiver, benzoin, tonka bean, sandalwood, patchouli, musk. Woody, warm, spicy, amber, oud. It's vanilla, it's fresh, spicy, it's powdery, earthy, aromatic, and balsamic. This one is so, it's like vanilla. It's a bit warm. It has that oud. You're gonna get oud. You're gonna get warm. You're gonna get vanilla, smooth. It's a oud, but the oud is not the oud. It's oud, but it's not a harsh oud. It's actually a soft, smooth oud, if that makes a lot of sense. But this definitely is a head-turning fragrance. People will ask you what you have on. This one is not an overwhelming oud. It's not an offensive oud. It's not an animalic oud. It's just, if you want to get into oud, this will be a great fragrance because you have that smooth, that creaminess, a little bit of the vanilla, but the oud is the star in this fragrance. And it is so delightful and smooth. The performance is excellent. The longevity is excellent. And it's just a great fragrance by Rosendo Matu for me. And it's definitely a head turner when I wear this fragrance. This one is Rosendo Matu number 4 by Rosendo Matu. Next fragrance that I have for you beauties is one that definitely comes from a fashion luxury brand that you know I rave about the majority of the time. Oud is Fine by Christian Dior, the Privé collection. Notes, the top notes are labdanum, middle notes are rose, patchouli, saffron. The base is agarwood, sandalwood, cedar, oud, rose, woody, amber, warm, spicy, patchouli, balsamic, floral, powdery, and musky. This one is a oud bomb. When I first got this fragrance, I really didn't realize how the beastness, if that's a word, of this fragrance. So when I first got this fragrance, love it. I love the rose. I love the oud and the rose. That's what this fragrance is. And that little bit of woodiness, but it's mostly oud and rose. And when I tell you this fragrance turn heads, when I first got this fragrance, I sprayed more than I should. So I don't know. I was thinking that maybe, I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was just enjoying the fragrance so well that I oversprayed this fragrance. You don't need a lot. You can spray 2 sprays, and when I tell you, I may have sprayed about 4 or 5 sprays of this. Oud is Fine. And I happened to have, it was in the winter time when I got this. So I sprayed also on my, it was a jacket or a sweater I had on. A thick sweater. This fragrance stayed in that sweater. I dry cleaned, I washed, I did everything. And it's not like I didn't like it, but when I wanted to spray something else on, Oud is Fine was there. Like, it made sure it let me know that it was still around. And when I tell you, this fragrance stayed on that sweater forever. I don't think I was gonna ever get the scent of this fragrance out of that sweater. So I'm telling you to tell you, this is a beast of a fragrance. And when I say it's good, head turning, so I end up going to the post office that day, and the ladies in the post office was like, oh my goodness, you smell so good. What do you have on? And I was still getting familiar with the fragrance myself. So I did best to tell them what it was, who made the fragrance. But every time I wear this fragrance, and when you don't need but 1 or 2 sprays, it's gonna project so well. This is another fragrance that's quality. You get your money's worth with this fragrance, and it projects. It has great sillage, great longevity. Actually, you get a steal for your money when you buy this. But if you don't like oud, I wouldn't suggest, because this is a heavy oud fragrance. Heavy oud and heavy rose. Not an animalic type of oud, but this is a oud forward, rose forward fragrance. And that's what you're going to get. And I tell you, this fragrance turns heads every time I wear it. This one is Oud is Fun by Christian Dior, the Brevet collection. Last but not least, I have one more fragrance for you, Graceful Beauties. And this one is Scherzo by Miller Harris. And let's get into the notes. The top notes are tangerine, something of that nature. Excuse me if I'm pronouncing it a little crazy. Rose, laburnum, narcissus, pitostorum, agarwood, sweet notes, and patchouli and vanilla. It's oud, sweet rose, fresh spicy patchouli, citrus, amber, woody, warm, spicy herbal fragrance. Now this one, when I first got it, because I picked it up off of someone else's review, the review and fragrance that they had in it, and they had hyped this fragrance, so hyped this fragrance over the moon. So I picked it up, and I wasn't, at first, I wasn't quite a fan of this fragrance, just keep it honest. I didn't think it deserved as much hype. I thought it was a good fragrance, but it was just an okay fragrance. But now that I've had an opportunity to grow with this fragrance, test this fragrance, wear this fragrance, just get more in tune with the fragrance, or in depth, or just let it wear. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's oud, but because it has a citrus and it has that tangerine, that rose, it has a brightness, not a heaviness of the oud, and it is a little sweet, so it does turn heads. It's not an aromatic oud, it's just a vibrant type of oud, citrus, sweet type of floral fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. It's mature, it's nice, it's lovely. It's just, I don't know if it's, I just think it's a lovely, beautiful, well-rounded oud, citrus, bright type of fragrance. So if you're looking for something in that type of market, and it's definitely a head turner, Scherzo might give you you might have to grow on you a little, but Scherzo is a good fragrance. It's a really good, lovely, head-turning fragrance. Different. It's different. Definitely different. So I would definitely also get a sample. Now that's all I have for you beauties today, Graceful Beauties. I hope you enjoyed my head-turning fragrance, and I hope you can pick up, or let me know down below in the comments which ones that you have that is head-turning fragrances. Before you leave, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely don't forget to share, and absolutely don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload more great content. I'll see you again soon, beauties. Take care. Bye-bye.